I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I'm not buying this shit. I mean, if you're an old head and like want to play old games and shit, you could use an emulator. But if you want the more authentic experience, I guess this remake. Question is, how much this costs? Let me see. Yes, I'm in the USA, bitch. Nigga, what? $250 to play games from the 90s. And then they have a $350 edition. Chat.
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man.
You know the funny thing about this too?
Up off stream.
The funny thing about this, them re-releasing the Neo Geo. So for those that don't know, if you're young in the chat, the Neo Geo was a popular platform. I think they had consoles and some handhelds in the 90s and the early 2000s. It was popular amongst like hardcore fighting game fans because during that era, it had the best graphics and sound on console, and then they had some of the best hardcore fighters on there. But it was a very niche audience that played these things. Like I remember the Neo Geo Pocket was probably like one of the more popular things. The reason the Neo Geo failed is it was just too expensive. Yes, the graphics and sound was better than the Nintendo and the Genesis and all that other shit. But in terms of price to performance, a lot of people just didn't see a reason to buy this shit, especially because it had a limited amount of games. So where am I going with this? The point I'm trying to make is it's very interesting. Like 30 years ago, this shit, yes, exactly. Killer Mike Jack gets it. 30 years ago, this shit failed because it was too expensive. And here we are 30 years later and they still haven't learned the lesson, bruh. You guys are not that popular. Nobody's paying $350 to play 10 games. They just don't get it, man. Shit's fucking funny, dude.